Hey guys, tonight is episode number 5 of the Daily Mews. This is April, your cat health coach, and my awesome sidekick, Stubby, the Bam Bob. And I thought we almost weren't going to get today's episode in because it's getting so late, so I am not my complete chipper self. But I really didn't want to miss a day so that we can get all this info out there to you guys. And you get the pleasure of seeing Stubby in his PJs. So, why not? It's a good time of night. But today is a bit of a serious topic that has been on my mind and really bugging me that I just really wanted to get out there to explain to everyone a situation. And this involves our veterinarians and their licenses. So our veterinarians in veterinary school are not only not taught the alternative holistic practices of medicine, it's very conventional allopathic medicine based, but even if they choose to begin to educate themselves and learn practices of holistic medicine and alternative medicine practices outside of the conventional medicine that they've been taught, they are actually at risk by the board of their license sometimes if they don't practice within a certain box parameter. Don't leave. Of medicine. And this is a big problem, and this is not just veterinary medicine. This is the way all of our conventional medicine is based right now in the United States. It's very boxed in. It's very much, you're supposed to look at this patient, you diagnose a condition. It's all about diagnosing a specific condition, giving it a name, and giving it a drug. And this is the way that the practice goes, and this is what's accepted, especially in human medicine. This is the way it has to be because there's a code, there's the insurance payment, yada yada. In veterinary medicine, thankfully, vets do have a little bit more room and space to work outside of the box, but it still is something that is a problem for them. A lot of veterinarians maybe want to go a different way once they start to learn and understand and appreciate the better health that can come from a more whole body, holistic means of treating an animal and looking at things like holistic diets, like raw diets and high dose vitamins and high dose mineral replacement therapies and herbal therapies and essence therapies and different things, but they have this, this just voice over here from the board kind of breathing down their neck, and knowing that it's a risk for them, and they got a busy practice they have to pay for. They have to pay for their staff and their buildings, and so it's a big risk that many vets are not taking, even if they do have their eyes open, so to speak, and learn other ways to practice medicine and just don't feel the freedom to do so. And one big example recently that I saw was a veterinarian that I've followed for years who does a lot of sort of what I'm doing with the cat world, but in the dog world, and he is just very big on education about health and wellness and nutrition, and everything is very holistic based in his practice. And he was threatened by the board several times to lose his veterinary license, and he just felt so much pressure from them and interrupting his freedom to do what he is doing and what he feels is his mission to spread good health to all these dogs and dog lovers, that he ended up just being a participant to give up his license and turn in his license. And I just felt like, wow, that was really a big eye-opener that he felt that much pressure to make that decision to give up his license, which is, you know, a huge decision for anyone that knows, you know, when you work so hard to attain a license like that, you know. So it was just it was a big eye-opener, and really just made me want to get this information out there to all of you, to let you know, you know, there are other means of practicing medicine, and there are other ways to treat conditions. And a lot of these conditions that we diagnose and treat as chronic conditions, they actually can be completely reversed in a lot of cases. A lot of these chronic conditions don't have to be there, and your pet doesn't have to be sick for the rest of its life with something like irritable bowel disease or some of these chronic skin conditions with all these fancy dermatological names, and diabetes, metabolic disease. The list goes on and on and on. They can be addressed and reversed with some whole body, holistic, natural practices. And, you know, we need to, as a group of animal lovers in this country, you know, we need to work to come together and start demanding that more of these natural, holistic practices are given to us as options, and allowing our veterinarians to give us the option to use these kind of treatments and therapies without them being afraid for their license. You know, it doesn't make sense in my understanding of medicine. It should be whatever works, whether that means it's an herb that I'm getting from this company over here and it supports their business, or it's a pharmaceutical drug from this company over here that supports their business. If it works and it attains the right path to get my animal to wellness, then I should be able to choose. I should be offered the either or both and make my own decision, but that's not where we're at right now. So that is me on my soapbox for a minute. And I just hope that everybody, you know, kind of takes a minute and, you know, lets this information, you know, process in, and just know, you know, where we're at, and we've got a ways to go to make some changes here in our health world for ourselves or our pets. But hopefully with enough voices, we can all raise up, and, you know, we'll make some changes that will make some real lasting difference. So everybody have a good night, and keep those hairless kitties happy and healthy. And any questions, you can post or comment below. And if you need any personal help, message me over on my page, facebook.com, Cat Health Coach April. Bye.